Well, he says, I'm the first person to pay Taraji P. Henson the most money she's ever made. And then we said, but did you pay her fairly? And then he said, I paid her more than she's ever made. What does that mean, brother? Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that. See, when I see you do a clip and you go to T.D. Jakes' church, and I watch you write a check for $1 million in front of the congregation, and you give it to this man, was that for the congregation to give more money? Or was that really genuine? See, when no one's watching, who are you? To when everyone's watching. And we got a chance to see him when no one was watching.
Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
He would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he'd have to lay some hands on somebody.
All right, guys, it's time to buckle up because Monique is dropping some bombshells, and people, it's getting real. You thought Hollywood was all glitz and glamour? Well, think again. Monique is pulling back the curtain on all of her brothers and sisters. I'm talking Tyler Perry, T.D. Jakes, Diddy, and Oprah Winfrey herself, and it's getting wild. So, get this, we've already talked quite a bit about Diddy's secret gay parties, his shady dealings with Pastor T.D. Jakes, and even the alleged abuses against women. But Monique is getting into a whole new chapter, digging into how Tyler Perry and T.D. Jakes might actually be worse than Diddy himself, going to get into how she was blackballed by Tyler Perry and Oprah, how Perry has allegedly forced and sacrificed young black men in Hollywood, and, to put a cherry on top, the $1 million quote-unquote donation Tyler Perry gave T.D. Jakes that one time to keep things hush-hush. This is going to be a heavy one. So you better sit back and strap on your seatbelt. It's about to get real. Tyler Perry and T.D. Jakes, usually seen as these inspirational figures, are now under Monique's microscope. She's hinting at some underground stuff, suggesting that there's more to their stories than what we see on the surface. And Diddy? Yep, he's in the mix too. Apparently, it's not just about his music empire. There's more to the tale of Sean Diddy Combs. Monique's revelations paint a picture of Hollywood that goes way beyond showbiz. She's throwing shade on these industry giants, suggesting that their private lives might not be as squeaky clean as their public images. So, here's the scoop on Monique's beef with the big shots in the industry, Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. It all started with the Precious Awards campaign, where Monique refused to promote the film at Cannes for free. She had her reasons, juggling a talk show, a comedy tour, and family time. Monique said to Oprah, "I've done my part," and they agreed to disagree. This goes back to 2015, when Monique first dropped the bomb about being blackballed by the trio, Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey, Daniels, in response, threw some shade her way, saying her demands during Precious didn't align with the campaign, souring her Hollywood relationships. But Monique spilled even more tea during her Apollo set, clarifying.
So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
Back in 2009, Monique decided to skip a press tour for Precious, co-produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry, because they weren't planning to pay her, and she needed a break. Seemed fair, right? But suddenly, she's labeled as difficult to work with. Fast forward, and media stories painted her as a troublemaker despite winning an Oscar. Monique realized someone was playing dirty, and Lee Daniels spilled the beans about her getting blackballed for not playing the game. Now, she's waiting for that overdue apology from Oprah and Tyler Perry, And here's the kicker, Oprah went back on her word, inviting Monique's brother on her show without her consent, reopening old wounds. Oprah offered no apology, and Monique is still waiting. Then came her Academy Award win, where Monique notably skipped thanking director Lee Daniels in her speech.
First, I would like to thank the Academy for showing that it can be about the performance and not the politics.
That move sparked a 13-year feud with Daniels, who allegedly blackballed her. He had big plans for her in his projects during their estrangement, roles that eventually went to Oprah and Taraji P. Henson. Monique still hasn't patched things up with Oprah or Perry, and there's lingering resentment toward Oprah for featuring her family members on her talk show, including her brother, who has a troubling past. Why troubling past? I mean that Monique has publicly spoken out about and suffered from being sexually assaulted by her brother when she was younger. Although Oprah knew this and promised Monique she would never feature her family, especially her brother, on her talk show, she did it anyway. Despite the drama, Monique appreciates support from others like Donald Glover, who cast her in 2019, and Roseanne Barr, whom she stood by in 2018 during a racist tweet controversy. Monique's philosophy? I will stand for what's right all day long. So, that's the lowdown on Monique's Hollywood saga, always a roller coaster. But why is this all coming up again? Well, it's because she's finally decided to speak out against everyone involved. And y'all, it's not looking good for them. Just recently, a video expose has gone viral, where Monique lays out all the shady stuff going on in the industry. And initially, we all thought the stuff Diddy was doing was bad, right? Well, let me just tell you, Monique is here to clear the board. And from what she's revealed, it feels like Tyler Perry and TD Jakes might be even worse. Monique spilled the tea on her big Hollywood feud during a chat on Turns Out with T.S. Madison. You know, the one where she's been shouting from the rooftops about being blackballed by the likes of Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, all because she said no to the Precious Awards campaign. Well, Monique goes in on Perry, talking about how he scammed her.
So when you ask me how does it feel to not hear him come out, I've seen The Wiz. And that's why I am so passionate about it. And I'm grateful that I do have my husband, because I can get extremely passionate about it. And I don't want to ever seem like I'm talking harshly about my brothers and sisters, but it takes me to a different place when I feel like you're scamming us.
According to Monique, after a good decade of drama, Tyler Perry finally decided to pick up the phone and call her. Yeah, that happened. They were apparently trying to bury the hatchet. Monique spills the deets, saying Perry admitted he messed up and even promised to publicly apologize for the whole mess. And guess what? Monique recorded that convo, and T.S. Madison claims she's heard it all. Monique dove deeper into the saga, revealing that she played the recorded audio for heavyweights like Kevin Hart and Reverend Al Sharpton. According to her, Sharpton even nudged Tyler Perry to reach out to Monique once again. But here's the twist, Perry was initially not too keen on the idea. Eventually, though, he apparently told one of Monique's friends that he would talk to her under two conditions. First, her husband and manager had to sit this one out. And second, she had to serve up an apology to both him and Oprah for the whole blackball ordeal. Monique drops this bombshell and adds,
and that was recent. So as I sit here with you and you say, wait a minute, I heard that man say he was wrong.
Yes, I did hear it.
And was going to apologize. Well, that's turned into, now I'll meet with you, not with your husband, and now you have to apologize to me. How does that happen?
Monique stared straight into the camera, ready to drop some truth bombs about Hollywood's track record with black women who dare to speak up. She laid it out plain and simple, breaking down the sad history of how black women who stand up for themselves often get ignored until it's too late.
Oftentimes when it comes to a black woman speaking up and speaking out, it goes unheard until she dies. Then once she dies, then we go back and say, well, she was right and let's make a movie about it.
Monique rattled off names, real talk, to drive her point home.
See, I can give you their names, Eartha Kitt. I can give you their names, Hazel Scott. I can give you their names, Fannie Lou Hamer. I can give you their names, Hattie McDaniel. All of those women took a stand. And all of those women left here heartbroken, unhealthy, looking at a community saying, y'all know I'm right, but why won't anybody say anything?
It's a harsh reality check from Nique, shining a light on the struggle that Black women face when they refuse to be silenced in Hollywood.so. All in all, the Nique and Perry drama kicked off when she said no to promoting Precious, a move that wasn't part of her contract, despite bagging the Best Supporting Actress award at the 2009 Oscars for her role. Nique wasn't about to sacrifice family time for the whirlwind of festivals and press junkets. Plus, she pointed out, it wasn't in her contract to do all that hoopla in the first place. Here's the backstory in detail. Nique agreed to take on the lead in Lee Daniels' indie film Precious for a humble $50,000. But then, the movie hit the jackpot with rave reviews at Sundance, and boom, Perry and Oprah jumped on board as executive producers. Suddenly, this small indie film had heavyweight backers. Now, the plot thickens. The team behind Precious wanted Nique to hit the campaign trail, but she made one thing clear, she wasn't doing it for free.
Let me be clear. I love those people. We love those people. My husband and I love they're our brothers and sisters. And that was recent. So as I sit here with you and you say, Mama, we ain't calling nobody out. We simply calling them up to say, listen, let's make our community better by making it right, not keep running and hiding behind what you consider is your power.
It's a harsh reality check from Nique, shining a light on the struggle that Black women face when they refuse to be silenced in Hollywood.so. All in all, the Nique and Perry drama kicked off when she said no to promoting Precious, a move that wasn't part of her contract, despite bagging the Best Supporting Actress award at the 2009 Oscars for her role. Nique wasn't about to sacrifice family time for the whirlwind of festivals and press junkets. Plus, she pointed out, it wasn't in her contract to do all that hoopla in the first place. Here's the backstory in detail. Nique agreed to take on the lead in Lee Daniels' indie film Precious for a humble $50,000. But then, the movie hit the jackpot with rave reviews at Sundance, and boom, Perry and Oprah jumped on board as executive producers. Suddenly, this small indie film had heavyweight backers. Now, the plot thickens. The team behind Precious wanted Nique to hit the campaign trail, but she made one thing clear, she wasn't doing it for free.
Mr. Perry comes in, everything changes. So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. He says, you know, I want Jeffrey to be gay, and he has a crush on his bully. That's not what I auditioned for. What?
Now that's taking the high road amidst the Hollywood storm, and that's not even all the dirt she has on him. The grapevine suggests she's ready to spill all of his secrets. With Nique's industry experience, who knows what she's got tucked away? Fans are nodding. How is stuff about Perry getting brushed under the rug? One person wrote online, is anyone else concerned about the Tyler Perry allegations? He is godfather to royal children. Feels like this is something to talk about. Seems like it's being suppressed, disappeared from view. Another added, if you all think that Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry are not a part of this satanic cabal, you're hive-mind fools. Nique and Taraji are part of the same cabal and aren't lying. Research Oprah plus Tyler equals sold-out shills for the cabal. Sick of normies thinking they are magical? Nope. Now, Tyler Perry is no stranger to the limelight. He made waves in Atlanta's theater scene and struck gold with his Medea series, but let's keep it real, his journey to the top wasn't a walk in the park. Rumor has it his ego might have gotten a bit too big, causing clashes even with Hollywood heavyweights like Oprah. In Hollywood, playing some questionable cards is practically a rite of passage, right? Tyler Perry seems to know the drill. After smashing it at the box office, he ventured into TV with the hit sitcom House of Pain. But when it came to sealing the deal for a sweet syndication and a spin-off named Meet the Browns, things got messy. Deadline spilled the tea. Perry showed 4 writers the door when they asked for union contracts, stirring up major drama in the industry. And just like that, Tyler went on the hunt for new writers, boldly claiming these folks were replaceable. The Writers Guild of America took a stand against him, accusing him of refusing to negotiate, but the plot thickens. Perry accused the writers of starting a smear campaign. He even compared himself to Martin Luther King Jr. Can you believe it? Eventually, Perry waved the white flag, settling with the union, agreeing to pay residuals, and putting his name alongside major networks. And he threw a shout-out to Martin Luther King Jr. while doing it. Now that's some serious irony. But wait, there's more. While negotiating a syndication deal, actor Brandon Jay revealed an unsettling incident during the filming of Perry's TV series, Jay auditioned for the role of Jeffrey, a bullied high school character, only to find Perry making a last-minute decision to turn the character gay. This unexpected twist required actors to quickly adapt to new lines, chosen on the spot by Perry.
Diddy was on I'd watch. You know, Kirk Burroughs was like, yo, man, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what? I was stuck on stupid for a minute, but he was like, yeah, I thought that he would grow out of it, or it was just because all the shit he was going through when he slapped his own mother. I said, Kirk, let me tell you something. I said, Kirk, don't you remember when I told you when he cussed his mother out? And I think he was even that, Kirk. When we was getting in the limousine, he cussed his mother out. He told his mother to stay out of his mofo business. And I told him, man, you ever talk to your mother? You remember that situation? He said, yeah. I said, Kirk, why you didn't tell me then that he that he slapped his mother? Because if you'd have told me to slap his mother, I'd have beat the shit out of him, Kirk. And I know everybody gonna say, yo, why this shit coming out now in the whole 9 yards? This is a part of why he do the shit that he do to women. And people gotta understand that.
So what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you liked this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. Post updates like this every week, where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.